You have the power to create meaning in your life rather than passively look for it.
Make this moment the moment of truth about yourself.
You are leaving a legacy whether you want to or not. Everybody in this room is going to leave a legacy. The question is, are you going to be intentional about the legacy you're leaving?
I do not care what other people think of me for having goals and dreams for myself.
For some reason, everybody don't want to follow through. Everybody talk a good game, but I need you to follow through.
And no disrespect, but this is why I need you to get your motives have to be pure. And some of you have like big dreams, but your energy is like a AAA battery. Your battery got to be able to push that dream. If you got a big old dream, but you got a small engine, you're not going to be able to push it.
If you want to be an anomaly, you have to act like one. Like, people want all these special things to happen, but then they're acting like everybody else.
So for me, I create the meaning. And meaning to me is, do I know more about the world today than I did yesterday? That enhances meaning for me.
There is definitely a direct connection between finding your passion and reaching your potential.
You can't give anyone ownership of what is going to happen with you.
A question opens the mind, a statement closes the mind. So when you say, I can't afford it, your mind shuts down and you become what you say.
My lack of interest in complaining is so high, and when I watch what people complain about, it breaks my heart because they completely lack perspective.
We gain a greater perspective when we zoom out. And too many of you are guilty of becoming what you are going through. You are not what you are going through. Now is your time. Now is the moment to capture the vision.
I challenge you today. Don't wait to be second or third. Go on and be the first. Here it is, you're trying to accomplish something. Here it is, you're trying to do something, and yet there's some fear, right? Because you've never seen anybody do it before. You're not sure if you're gonna make it. Go ahead and accept the pressure of being the first.
You'll be faced with difficult situations. There'll be times that you don't believe in your ability to persevere. There'll be times you feel incapable of rising to meet the challenges that face you. You'll be tempted to turn your back and run. But running is never the best option. When you're in the middle of a struggle, the only way out is through.
The people with vision have the ability to see what other people cannot see.
You're either going to a storm, right? Are you hearing me? You're on your way to a storm, you are actually in a storm, or you coming out. It's a part of life. So I don't care if you're a star athlete, I don't care if you're a billionaire, I don't care if you're a CEO, I don't care who you are. You can go to the moon. We all have problems. What I'm trying to tell you is this though, don't be consumed with them. Problems are a part of life, but guess what? They're not life. I want you to focus on your dreams.
Rather than running away from obstacles or trying to figure out some kind of way around them, go right through them. Brace yourself, steady your nerves, put your head down, and tackle whatever you face head on.
I need you to build. These are your building years. This is not your bitter years. These are your building years. You're building legacy. Yeah, you're building something for your children. You're building something for your children's children. You're building something for your wife that's on the way. You're building something for your husband that's on the way. You're building something not just for your first name, but your last name. You're building something. That's why God put you in the earth. He didn't put you in the earth just to exist. He put you in the earth to build something. He put you in the earth to break something. He put you in the earth to demolish something. He put you in the earth to make sure that you produce something, and something that would last.
The fears you face along the way, they'll make you better. Our biggest fears always carry with them the greatest opportunity for personal growth. Our fears and how we face them brings out the best in us. If something doesn't scare us, if something doesn't challenge us, it doesn't change us.
I need you to see what the next 10 years looks like. I need you to see what the next 5 years looks like. I need you to see yourself winning. I know that is difficult right now, but your vision said you're going to win. I know there's a storm that's coming and raging and warring against you, but you got to have a vision that keeps you in the fight, even when it feels like you're about to quit.
The storm may jar you a bit, but I promise that you won't buckle and you won't break.
If as long as you got peace on the inside, all hell can be breaking loose on the outside, and you can speak out what you hold in. The worst storm in the world is not the one on the outside, but when it gets on the inside, you cannot speak what you do not have.
Dare to face your fears, dare to take risks, dare to be better. Believe in your ability to weather the storm.
I'm gonna give you 4 rules that if you can obey, if you can make these rules a command, I believe not only will the pain subside, but perhaps transformation could take place on the inside. Rule number 1, there are no more 0 days. What is a 0 day? A 0 day is when you don't do a single solitary thing towards whatever your dream or goal is in this life. So I want you to make a conscious decision that there will be no more 0 days. Now, I'm not saying you gotta kill yourself, but the point I'm trying to make is that you need to promise yourself that your new program, your new system, will be a life lived of no more 0 days. This means that when the day is over and you look up and it's 11:58 at night, you did something. No more 0 days. I mean, I don't care if it was 1 push-up, 1 sit-up, 1 page of the book. You feel me? But just make a decision that there will be no more 0 days. You see, when you're in the vortex of being bummed and you are trapped in the pattern of self-sabotaging behavior, you get used to it. And the only way you are going to break out is with a massive string of consistent non-0 days. That's rule number 1. Rule number 2 is that you are going to have to be grateful to the 3 U's. Call it mumbo jumbo if you want to. Newsflash, the 3 U's are the past you, the present you, and the future you. And if you want to love somebody and have someone to love you back, you got to learn to love yourself. And the 3 U's are key. You got to be grateful for the past you, for the positive things you've done, and do favors for the future you, like you would for your best friend. You feeling bad today? Stop for a second and think of a good decision you made yesterday. That salad, that fish, that protein shake, instead of the burger or fries. Did you save money in your past to buy something that resonated with you? And thank the past you. Are you currently saving toward that dream or that goal you have, or that improbable feat? Then you need to be grateful for the present you. The last part of the 3 U's is you gotta love your future self. You gotta do your future self a favor. I know you might be tired. You may be addicted to a video game or a television series. Not today, present self. This one's for future me. No PlayStation, no Xbox, no distraction. I don't care if it's 1 more push-up or 1 more sit-up or 1 more page in the book. You see the cycle of doing something for someone else, future you, and thanking someone for the good in your life, past you, is the key to building gratitude and productivity. Don't doubt me. Over time, you should spread that gratitude to others who have helped you on your path. Rule number 3, you are gonna have to forgive yourself. I mean it. Maybe you have all the know-how